Green flag, the Sprint All-Star race is underway. Kevin Harvick packs it in there.
Woo! Look at the 41 of Kurt Busch come right up to the bumper of Kevin Harvick.
Kyle Busch leads the first lap.
Boy, he is. Kyle Busch, that 75 car is sparking. He's bottoming out big time.
Look, Harvick's going to clear him off of 2.
That Harvick loves the bottom, so they really had the line they wanted.
Oh, I'm shocked his spotter right there didn't tell him he could move up, or maybe he did and he decided not to take it.
I think he likes where he is right now.
Still there.
Oh.
Back at your door. Coming even.
Boy, I thought that was a missed opportunity right there.
A lot of momentum on that outside. We see that all the time here.
Lap 2 to Kyle Busch, and here comes Keselowski in the deuce on the outside.
Boy, Harvick's car is so good around the white line at the bottom of 1 and 2.
It is. He loves that bottom. And that 2 car, he was the fastest car in the practice we had. I expect to see him get to the front.
It looks like the 4 is not quite as good down here in 3 and 4 as the 75 of Kyle Busch is on the outside, but Harvick's so much better when they get down to 1 and 2.
Well, I love this. Irresistible force, immovable object.
I think he might be able to get. No, he doesn't get ahead of him here.
Well, Busch has a launch off turn 2.
I believe that outside will prevail eventually because there's just so much momentum around the outside.
But when?
Well, I think when it quits sparking. I think that'll help.
When the air pressure
when the
builds
air
up in his
pressure finally
tires.
comes up, it might be able to go on.
Boy, they do not want to give up this lead.
No, and they're running side by side, and nobody's gaining on them.
Well, that's it.
There he goes.
Third place is not running them down, and clear. Kevin Harvick is in the pit lane. Now that's a surprise.
Well, Larry mentioned that some of the teams might choose to split this thing up. We didn't know the leaders were going to do it.
Jamie.
Well, Rodney Childers told us he wants to keep 4 tires on this car all night long. Kevin Harvick saying getting a little loose from the center out, but otherwise pretty good. A 4-tire stop, and they'll fill them up with fuel.
Kurt Busch, Trevor Bayne, Tony Stewart, Martin Truex all in the pit lane at lap 26. Tell you who really picked up on that round of pit stops as Joey Logano goes to make the pass for the lead. Not right there.
He's
maybe in turn 1, but not at the start-finish line.
One of those guys riding on the car with Logano is going to get him by there. I can tell you that.
Here he comes. Jimmy Johnson comes to the pit lane. Matt?
Few laps before hitting pit road, Chad Canal suggested moving up. It seemed like some speed had come in up there. Chassis adjustment on the left side already for Jimmy Johnson. A little bit of trouble getting that left front tire off. Lugs are on, and he's away.
And Joey Logano has the lead coming out of turn number 4. He is the 3rd different driver to lead tonight. We expect Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch this time. Here's Carl. Here's Brad. Spin, turn 2.
Didn't hit anything.
Jamie McMurray. Caution waves.
Now, were they on pit road? Will this be considered a stop? They could take 4 tires maybe right here.
Yeah, they were on pit road under green flag conditions. Yeah, they could go ahead and get their 4, but I think it's a moot point, Jeff, because they're going to have to change 2
they got to come
in this segment.
That's very true.
So Keselowski, Kyle Busch, and Edwards on pit road at the time of the caution for Jamie McMurray. Here's Jamie McMurray, turn 2.
Man, what the heck?
Something was smoking.
That didn't look good.
I don't know if he cut a tire. Looked like he cut a right rear tire, maybe.
Larry, didn't they have some track bar issues at?
Well, here's their radio.
The motor was running backwards. I blew a tire.
Spun it, and the motor turned over backwards.
Said he blew it right. It looked like a right rear tire. Yeah.
Jamie McMurray's spin could not have come at a worse time for Matt Kenseth. because they had not made their green flag 2-tire stop, and the laps are going to expire on segment 1. The NASCAR official is holding Kenseth for a 1-lap penalty. Getting ready to start segment 2. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Larson, Carl Edwards, Logano and Bain, Newman and Biffle. We're back under green.
Great restart, nice and even.
Brad trying to break the draft off the 75 of Kyle Busch there.
He don't want him down on that door, sucking him loose.
The 4 car stuck in the middle, falling back on this restart. I think the 41, his teammate Kurt Busch, maybe got a big run.
Whoa, man, Brad carried that thing in there and is going to slide right up in front of the 75 right here.
And did. With the lead, coming for second, Denny Hamlin on the inside. May take Kyle Larson with him.
Oh, Larson, he's working his way right up into the picture here, guys.
5th place Kyle Larson is the first of the cars to come to pit road under caution. Matt?
2 free on entry, 2 free through the center. He said that he felt like he hit a weeper on the left side with the seam. Going to try to tighten him up. The 19 of Edwards, he was too tight. Going to try to free him up, Jamie.
And Kyle Busch last stop took left sides, just screaming tight, said it's just getting worse. Taking 4 tires this time, wipe the grill and fill them up with fuel.
6 drivers made pit stops, and the hood's up on Kevin Harvick's car. And there are the weepers in the seams of the asphalt. Now, unlike the situation at the top of the track with the safer barrier, these weepers are groundwater from heavy overnight rains and rains today coming through the ground and up through the seams in the asphalt. Green flag.
Uh-oh, Hamlin did not go, man. He couldn't get going at all.
Look at 24's 3
Oh,
wide.
baby.
Almost 4 wide.
I don't know what happened to Hamlin there, but he didn't take off at all.
I'm not sure how that all worked out the way that it did, but somehow they managed to get through it without wrecking.
Well, it worked out for the Busch brothers. They're side by side for second behind Brad Keselowski. Whoa, Kurt way up the racetrack.
Not good.
About to get crowded.
Not good.
Oh, he's coming to pit road. 24. I think he. Oh,
trouble.
Crash.
Run behind him.
Matt.
Kenseth, Tony Stewart, Casey Kane, all torn up.
I think the 24 was thinking to come to pit road right there. When he slowed down, it just stacked them all up.
Watch the 24, right side of your screen on the inside.
Starts to roll up here. Looks to me like he's thinking about coming to pit road.
Yep.
Miraculously, he didn't get hit, but further back.
Was there contact between Trevor Bayne and Matt Kenseth? That's the question.
Yeah, he did get a little bit of damage on the right rear quarter.
See the 5 car that really hit Tony Stewart in the left front there. That's what had me a little worried. But
yeah.
Tony jumped right out of that car. He was fine.
Guys,
what about poor old Matt Kenseth?
Riding with Harvick.
Going on the bottom, watch ahead here. Still rolling all off. Stay, watch it. It's easy.
I'm almost
My
wondering, did
goodness.
Matt, did,
Come on.
Here we go. 20 to go with segment 2. Green flag.
With that 18 or
Ooh, 3 wide.
75 got a great restart.
Carl Edwards up high.
3 wide here coming off turn 2. That's a little dicey.
Still 3. Still 3.
All right, who's going to pit?
2 wide with that 42.
Well, if Edwards pits, that's going to bottle him up. Nope, Larson
Here
gets
he
out
comes.
from behind
The
him,
41's
and here
on
he
pit
comes.
road, and the 11's coming with him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of company.
3, 2, 1. On your lights.
7 cars come to pit road.
Man, we got a battle down the back here between the 2 and the 42.
For the lead, Kyle Larson.
42 is going to get the lead here, guys. He's coming off turn 4. And around by the 2 he goes.
Ooh, 3 wide off the corner, turn 4. Is this going to work? Eeks.
tell you what, I can't wait to see if Kyle Larson wins this segment, comes in and gets 4 tires. That is going to be a show.
We know what he can do, don't we?
Oh.
So right now, the cars that will be inverted and will have to come to pit road for tires are Larson, Keselowski, Earnhardt, Logano, Kurt Busch, Bain, Edwards, Harvick, and Hamlin, maybe Chase Elliott, and maybe Greg Biffle.
Now, I will say, I think Kyle Larson's strategy right there was not only to get by Keselowski, but to push that 18 car as hard as he could to make him use up those tires, because the 48 car was actually out there cruising, trying to save his tires.
50 laps are all but complete here as the field cycles through. They are scored at the start-finish line. Caution, waves. Segment 2 is history. So are Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Busch on old tires sitting ducks?
Yes.
Let's find out. 13 laps to go.
Their little feet are pedaling under the water. I know that.
Green flag.
Yikes. Yikes.
There you go. Oh, no. Look at the outside.
Whoa.
The inside.
Yikes.
He just drove right by him like
Larson.
it's nothing.
Oh, gee.
Four wide behind him.
Oh, gee.
How's that going to work?
Well, it's going to work
Just fine.
pretty good.
Wow.
Unbelievable. 12 cars under a
Jimmy
blanket.
Johnson's loose.
Yeah, he's got it. He's out of it. He's in big trouble.
Well, once you lose that clean air off the front of the car, you know, and you don't have the downforce, you get back there with those others on four fresh tires.
Hamlin almost got
Keselowski and
stuffed
Hamlin
in the wall.
And, the 7 and 5 and the 11 and oh my gosh.
That was bad for Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, he that just cost him. He's out of it.
I guess my question is, do you give him the inside and just side draft him and hold him down there and try to make his, you know, the ability to pass really difficult?
I think that the 22 is just good enough that it didn't matter where Larson went. Logano's going the opposite direction.
Yeah, but watch him. It's going to be
He'll
tough
get
to
down
make
on that
this
door
pass.
right here. Watch him
Real
get down
tough
on that
to make
door.
this pass.
Remember how he got the lead before? He got down on the door of, I forget who it was, sucked him loose, and he was able to take the lead.
Whoa.
2 to go.
Woohoo! I don't know exactly how we got to this point, but we're here, and boys, it's exciting.
Logano,
Larson in the wall.
Logano.
Clear.
Logano's in. They both almost crashed.
Kyle Larson bounces off the wall, and here comes Brad Keselowski to second.
Boy, the 42 really got the right side.
Yeah, he did. He's out of it.
Looking like a 1-2 finish for Penske.
Logano off turn 4. The white flag waves. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Well, you know, Larson's just got to be saying, what do I have to do to win one of these races?
What about another picture on that 22 car, Mike? And guess whose it'll probably be? The guy driving the car, I guarantee you.
On
What
that
a
yellow
great day.
22 are pictures of the 50-year history of Penske Racing, celebrated in January and celebrated again tonight. Add Joey Logano's picture, and next to it, $1 million. He wins the Sprint All-Star race. Brad Keselowski second, Dale Earnhardt Jr. third, Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch the top 5.
His crew chief is the first one to spray him down. Confetti is flying, Coke is flying, beer. It's midnight. It has been a long day, a full moon, 6th attempt at this, and you finally get your all-star race win. Where did you come from at the end? All of a sudden you came out of nowhere, and it looked like the 42 just couldn't hang on.
I'd say this Shell Pennzoil Ford was faster when we unloaded. We never showed our full potential the whole race. Seemed like caution kind of came out at the wrong time. We lost a little track position. We had a couple bad restarts, and eventually had a good restart and was able to get up towards the front and able to race with Kyle. And what a fun race. He was going to run me hard. I knew that, and I had to run him hard. Nothing to lose. It's for $1 million. And man, it's just so cool. I always think Shell and Pennzoil, AAA, Auto Trader, AutoZone, Ford, Roush Yates engines. We burnt her down at the end of this thing, and wheels up, obviously Coca-Cola. This is a race you always want to have on your resume. It's just so special to say you won the All-Star race. It's even special just to be in the race. I've missed this race a few times, and just so cool. It's nice to break through and get a win. I know it's not for points, but it's a nice momentum builder going into the Coca-Cola 600.